And sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
Yes.
So
anyway, you were talking about Evangelion and Philosophy 101, basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of like kind of armchair philosophy going on there.
Yeah.
Like the mech fights are probably what a lot of people really remember from that series.
Okay.
And admittedly, it's really cool. Like the second episode, so many people are used to like the cardboard robot live action stuff where it's awkward kung fu, or Gundam style where they're shooting each other and occasionally they have beam sabers and all that.
Right.
Ava is like fucking brutal right out of the gate. The first monster is killed when the robot goes ballistic, jumps up, hits it, knocks it to the ground, tears out one of the monster's ribs and starts stabbing it with it.
Jesus Christ.
And it's not even like normal stabbing. No, this is the kind of stabbing that comes after ripping something's rib out to use as a weapon.
Yeah.
Like
just fucking furious, yeah.
And the character, like his motto is, I mustn't run away, I mustn't run away, I mustn't run away, I mustn't run away. Like, he's such a cowardly little shit.
So he's got issues.
He has so many issues. Like, one of the most memorable parts of the movie, like the later movies, is one of the other characters, one of the girls, has gone catatonic.
Mm-hmm.
And he's standing over her bed, and he's the only one in the room. And it cuts away, and it cuts back, and he's looking at this white stuff in his hand. He's like, I'm so fucked up.
Oh my god.
Like,
wow.
Yeah, there's a lot to, like... I know I'm saying it's not what a lot of people think it is, but no, there's a lot of stuff to kind of piece apart from this.
Yeah.
And none of the characters are like your typical heroes. They're all anti-heroes in their own way.
Huh.
Even like the badass chick is really damaged for good reason. Like everyone is messed up.
All right.
And I forget. Oh right, anti-heroes and Shinji being a cowardly shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like a lot of the show's conflict doesn't come from the giant robot. It comes from getting him to pilot it, because this is one of those situations where it's like, oh, only these specific kids can pilot this.
Okay.
If I get my hands on you, I'm gonna fit you with your own pair of cement bunny slippers. You hear me? You like strange
monsters.
Yeah. They're so great.
Like, keeping on the subject of anti-heroes, there's this one series called Boku no, which is just rife with them. And that's another really fucked up series. It starts out playing up like, hey, it's another one of these, like, children discovering themselves series where, like, they're gonna go on this adventure and they're gonna grow and all this other stuff. And it's like, no. It's so much worse.
In what way?
Okay, so, this is a series where it's like, okay, so all you kids are gonna pilot this giant robot, and it's like the giantest of giant robots. It's 300 meters tall. It's really fucking big. By comparison, a Gundam is like 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's huge.
Yeah.
And you're each gonna pilot it one at a time, and each of you are gonna pilot it once. And they're very specific about this when they get the kids to sign up for this. You're each gonna pilot this once.
Okay.
And they're like, why is that? Don't worry about that. And the first one to do it is, like, he is the captain of the soccer team. He's the energetic one. He is who you think of when you think of, like, young adult kind of fiction. Like, he's the team leader.
Right.
He's Ash Ketchum. He's Ty from Digimon. He's that kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
And so they fight the first enemy robot out in this bay where there's no one around, and they beat it, and they're all celebrating like, yeah, we did it! We're great! High five! Somebody high fives him, and they're all standing on the shoulder of the robot, and he falls off.
Oh, God.
That guy's dead.
For the winner?
Yeah.
And the kid that was the one that high-fived him is fucked up for the rest of the series.
Jesus Christ.
And if you manage
That
to pick up any
is the
nitro
first
power-ups,
foot
you
dropping.
can get a boost by pressing the square button. Go
Then
get 'em.
the little shit robot, who's their like mascot sidekick character, is like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. The robot is piloted by your life energy. So
Wow.
when you're done piloting it, it will kill you.
Oh my god.
And they're like, what if we don't want to pilot it? Then the other robot will win and your planet is destroyed.
Jesus Christ.
Can I not sign up? Nope. Too late. So all you kids going into your first year of middle school, you're going to die. The question is, do you want to take the rest of the world with you?
Yeah.
And for a couple of the kids, the answer is yes.
Really?
Oh man, there's one where it's like he gets into the pilot seat and he's forced into it because one of those series just teleports you wherever you need to go. And like he starts to run away, and one of the other kids gets up, walks over to him, pulls out a box cutter and just slits his throat and is like, done. You out, I'm piloting now.
Holy shit.
That character has a lot of baggage to justify that. Including the, okay, so this is the last thing I'm gonna mention about the series, because this series is like fucked up to the nth degree.
Yeah.
So that the shit character is like the son of the sleazy business guy. It's like, okay, he has seen in his childhood that being a shit gets you ahead in life.
Yeah.
So he is like the shittiest, weaseliest of the kids. And in every other series, he would get his comeuppance and like learn a life lesson and turn out to be a total bro at some point.
Right.
Not this one. So at some point, like after they realize they're all gonna die, he does like the shittiest thing, and he tries to get alone with one of the girls, and he tries to rape her.
Oh my god.
And she pulls out a box cutter on him, and it's like, he's on top of her, and she has the box cutter pointed right at his throat. She's like, go ahead, push forward, do it. Like, she's not even trying to stop him at this point. She's egging him on.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the reason for that is one of her teachers is the worst of anything ever.
Well, get back in there and
You
bang
can
them
probably
back.
guess why
Use
she
that
wasn't
key.
fazed at all by this rape attempt.
Not the first time, huh?
So, one of the shticks with this series is, when you sign up, you get a chair in the cockpit of this robot. There are 15 kids and there are 15 chairs. One of the kids did not sign up. And there are still 15 chairs.
Oh.
One of them's a crib.
Huh.
This gets dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, and she's like 11. So, yeah. You know what she
Okay.
does when she gets in charge of the giant robot? She ignores the other giant robot, uses the robot's super sensors to find her teacher and all of her teacher's friends, and goes on a murder spree.
Oh my god.
By the way, if you're wondering, how does a giant robot that's 300 meters tall pinpoint and only kill one person? It doesn't. She's like, yes, I know I'm crushing entire buildings worth of people in Tokyo. My revenge spree is probably costing hundreds, if not thousands of innocent lives. I don't care. She finally gets to just the teacher, and the teacher is with her sister.
Oh my god.
She goes to kill him, and the sister protects him because she doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
She gets out of the mech, appears in front of her sister, and is like, I want to murder this guy, because guess what? I have his baby inside me. And the sister's like, what the fuck is going on? And then the other robot is like, I'm here too, you know. And the girl is just like, you know what? I need to go kill this, but remember what I just told you, because I'm gonna die now.
Yeah.
And she gets back in the mech and goes and defeats the other robot.
Wow.
And the worst,
Way to go, Murray.
that guy never gets his comeuppance.
Really?
There is never a point in that series where he gets any kind of comeuppance for what he did.
Holy shit.
Like, the worst is the sister dumps him.
Uh-huh.
That's the level this series is working on.
Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty fucking dark.
Yeah.
Also, the first attempt there was mine. The second attempt that you saw was Mage's.
That cut out like the 3 other attempts.
Yes, I think I did one more and then was like, well, and then you were like, hey, can I try? And then you tried a couple of times and got it.
Yeah. What's funny is, I remember what we were talking about then. We were still talking about anime during that discussion. We were
That's
talking
hilarious.
about a much happier anime, though.
Well, it's not hard to talk about a happier anime than what you were discussing.
Yeah. We were talking about Digimon, which, specifically the first 2 seasons, because the 3rd season gets raw.
Yeah. I think you just reminded me that there was a switch there.
Yeah. Yeah. So that does remind me, while we go to this final boss fight, this little session,
Yeah.
what brought up the Digimon fight in the first place, there's something Digimon did that a lot of animes have done.
What? My boys have been yapping about some big mysterious dude running around cracking skulls and this is it? You're the monkey wrench in my operation? Some scrawny rat with a stick. Hey, wait a second. I seen that stick before.
Maybe when my father knocked your block off with it.
Your father? Wow. You're a Cooper? You know, that Thingus Rackamagookus had a lot of nice pictures, but way too many big words.
So you don't mind just handing it over?
What? What, are you kidding? You break into my place, steal my stuff, trash the joint. I feel transgressed and violated. Let's rock.
I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. The way he walks is just so incredible.
He does something I absolutely adore, where it's a poorly educated character, not a dumb character, but a character that doesn't have a lot of education, pulling out big words to sound smarter.
Also, at that point, I had forgotten that you're supposed to jump.
Yeah. Well, granted, this took you a couple of tries, and like I said before, this is going to be your successful run.
Yep.
Just to save on time for everybody, because like if we're doing post-com, we might as well cut.
Yes. But yeah, he's poorly educated, but not dumb.
Yeah.
My beautiful gun is destroyed. Good thing I got a spare upstairs.
He's so great. I'm
glad to
that
hear he
came
comes back.
Yeah.
Because of the bosses, he might be my favorite.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet. And there are some other really good ones later, but yeah, he's probably the best in this one.
Like him or Madam Ruby?
Ms. Ruby, yeah.
Ms. Ruby, yeah. It's like the panda is the frog was meh.
Yeah, the frog is the least interesting for sure.
Which one?
The frog is the least interesting. And yeah, Clockwork the owl is like standard big bad.
Yeah. And yeah, we're almost done with this session, so I'll save my thoughts on the Digimon thing till next time.
Sounds good.
But yeah, like, oh right, you shoot the mirrors back.
Yeah, which I noticed and did that.
Yeah. Character design is very strong in this game.
Oh yeah. Actually, it is in most of them. Like, the only one where I had a problem with any of the bosses or anything like that was the 4th one, because I think they got a different artist.
Well, one of the things I notice a lot about platformers is platformers, more than any other franchise I know of, needs a really strong art direction.
Definitely. And it doesn't have to be good graphics, it just has to be strong art direction, like you said.
Yeah, no. This is something that a lot of people I wish would recognize a little stronger is if you have a strong art direction, your graphics don't need to be that strong. Like, look at Minecraft. Minecraft has a very distinct art direction, and its graphics are about as bare bones as you can get.
Yep, pretty much.
It ain't right. You want all of that stupid picture book? You're gonna have to go down to Haiti and cross paths with Ms. Ruby. And then believe you me, you don't want to be you.
The mugshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus contained an entry from my gunslinging ancestor, Tennessee Kid.
You do meet him in Sly 4.
His specialty was the rail walk and rail slide.
He looks different,
Moves
though.
perfected through a lifetime of theft in the Old West.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's that, I guess.
Getting out of town proved to be a little more challenging than getting in.
We'll be back for more later.
Having just missed us,
until next time.
Inspector Fox went for the next best thing and dragged that canine steroid case off to jail. That was the end of Mugshot's gambling empire, and Mesa City's citizens soon returned home. While me and the boys, well, we enjoyed the rest of our stay in America, and then returned to Paris, ready for our next mission.
All right.
All right.
Sly
The third member
Cooper.
of the Fiendish Five was the infamous voodoo priestess
Meet Ruby.
So I like this character, but I hate the way she talks, and I hate how long her thing takes. So I'm glad that you took over.
See, I legitimately like everything about Miss Ruby here.
Yeah.
I love how she's just this shitty Miss Cleo ripoff. I love her design. Like, this is so bizarre with me. I hate dragons. I love so many other kinds of reptiles.
Yeah.
Like, even if the dragon is like, this is a crocodile with wings, I don't care. That ruins it. Are you saying it's a crocodile with wings? Okay, that's fine then. It's the most arbitrary fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, that's just about as arbitrary as you can possibly get.
Yeah, I'm not lying. My weird thing about dragons is super arbitrary.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed or hiding it or trying to correct it. It's just, I'm so fucking sick of dragons.
Yeah. It's probably just the name that bothers you.
Well, it's kind of the oversaturation, really.
Right. They
'Cause
are
it's
one
one
of
of-
the most commonly used for characters.
Well,
I
not
think-
just in the furry community, in the fantasy community,
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
there's
anime
that too.
community, in
Yeah.
the video game community.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like you cannot get away from dragons, and it's driving me insane.
Yep. Trying to think.
We got work to do.
I don't think there are any dragons in Sly Cooper.
You mean the raccoon rail walk?
Well, does Sly have any like fictional animals in it? Because so far I've only seen like real
Jump
animals.
and hit the circle.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there are. Yeah, I'm not recalling any, so I guess that's probably why there are no dragons.
Yeah. And it's not that I dislike fantasy creatures. I love fantasy creatures. There's so many like really cool. Like, I adore griffins, and I feel like they are an underused species.
Yeah.
Even if they are one of the more common ones of the ones I like.
Yeah.
And then you get like some international creatures. Like kelpies are really cool, and no one does anything with them.
Kelpies are cool as shit. They're so
nut-
fucking scary.
The Knucklevi is like this insane, awesome monster that no one does anything with.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I know of that has the Knucklevi is Ragnarok Online, and that's because it has fucking everything in it because it's so big. And the Bard's Tale, because the Bard's Tale is very specifically Scottish or Irish. Like, it's really awful that I get those two confused.
Yeah.
For many reasons. But it's very specifically that area of the world. And the Knucklevi is a monster from that, like, specific lore. They even have their own Knucklevi song, because,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's great. Well, The Bard's Tale is a musical RPG, so it has songs for all sorts of different things.
Okay.
And
Why would the
I
Bard's
adore the
Tale be a
Knucklevi song.
musical RPG?
Yeah. But the Knucklevi's great. It's this horrible river spirit that looks like a man riding a horse, but he's fused to the horse.
Yeah.
And neither of them have skin.
Yeah.
It's so fucking badass.
Probably why no one uses it.
Well, yeah, it's like it's really hard to do this in anything other than like a horror or a hard M setting.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get like the Filipino monsters, like you get Filipino vampires. Like, they're fucking floating heads with the internal organs intact
Yeah,
and
those are
dangling loosely.
fantastic.
Or another Filipino monster, the Tikbalang,
Oh, yeah.
which is like, hey, what happens if Slenderman fucked a horse? And it's the angry spirit of an aborted fetus.
Yes. Just beautiful.
Tikbalangs are fucking awesome, and again, no one uses them. It's like, oh, what did Tolkien have in his world? We'll just use that.
Yeah, pretty much. And they also tend to use things from Narnia.
Yeah. Well, it's another one of those things of let's just do what worked. We don't need anything new or different. Let's just do more of what worked.
Yeah.
And I'm sad how effective that is.
Yeah, and it's kind of strange because, like, in fantasy, I don't know, for some reason, nobody does anything new, which is weird because you would think it would be the most creative of the genres, but it's kind of one of those where there's, like, it's all the same, and it really shouldn't be.
Yeah. Like, science fiction and fantasy are both... They have trappings.
Uh-huh.
And I think trappings is a very good word for it. Where there's a lot of, like, tropes and established iconography that writers will go to. And since so much of fantasy and science fiction is schlock,
Yeah.
they'll just go for the easy stuff. Or
Yeah.
a lot of others are more concerned about making some other kind of statement, about using the genre for some other purpose that they don't want to do all the world building stuff.
That's true.
And then when you get the ones that do want to do their own world building and do want to do something different, that has its own set of problems where you have to take the time to establish all that stuff. And if you handle that poorly, you fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So you could have stuff like Final Fantasy 13, where the story, when you get to it, is decent. I'm not going to say it's great, but I'm also not going to say the story itself was terrible.
Yeah.
But so much of it is locked behind this really awkward world building in a game that its mechanics is not suited for world building.
Right.
Like, if it was a traditional Final Fantasy where you got to explore the world and do all these side quests, you would have time and space to kind of stretch out for all this world building. But because it's nothing but these narrow corridors and this really compact story, you have the problem of you're trying to tell a contained narrative while still establishing this vast, rich world. So
That was really stupid.
No, what you just did?
Yeah.
I think you were trying to kill yourself to reset your lives. Or
No,
not, because
then
you
I
just
would've-
went on.
Yeah, I think I just missed it.
Huh.
Huh. That's weird, because, like, I would excuse it by saying I was trying to press circle to latch on, but you can't do that without jumping in the other games either. Maybe I just missed the jump button, I don't know. I can't remember why I did that. And I screwed it up by doing that. Oh well.
Oh well.
She was gonna say one more grow, and that's it.
Yeah.